Hey guys, it's Video Fletcher, and today we're going to be talking about how to beat a stacked team. Now, I haven't seen the feedback for the King of the Hill gameplay / personal commentary, so I don't know what the hell that's been like, but yeah, we're going to show you how to beat a stacked team. Now, this is a topic that it is a hard one to cover, and it's a hard one to actually execute well, and I am playing with a partner, and I'm sure everyone's got a partner. This is trying to show you how to beat a stacked team with one other competent player. If you're on your own, I'm sorry, but there's only so much you can do on your own. You need that teammate, because I can't provide you a commentary and say this is how to beat a stacked team if you're on your own, because honestly, a decent stacked team, even if you've got two people, will beat you. You have to accept that. That's just the way the game is now. That you have to accept it. There isn't a player highly skilled enough, and the game doesn't allow you to be highly skilled enough to counter everything. There's some things aren't counterable, so yeah, you will get beaten, and you will rage. I pause the video now. We've got 10 players in. Jerusalem's chatting away, 4 seconds left, and I'm on blood drive and I'm trying to hold off this guy. This guy I think happened to know, because he tried to take the piss out of me when I rage quit, and I sent him a message saying you should learn to play without rifles, because for one, it's not helping you improve, and two, it's just lame. The reason I say it's lame is because if you're a 5-man team, you should win every single time. And if you Lancer as well and get Cross Lancer, you aren't learning anything, because you know it can't be countered. So your actual game skill isn't improving by Lancering down people. And also, it's just pretty sad, because it's boring. It's not interesting to Lancer everybody down and not let anyone get close. So yeah, if you're playing on your own, or even with 2 people, and you come across a good stacked team, you won't beat them. There's nothing I can do. And there's nothing any other commentator can say. I don't care if they're at MLG level. No single person can beat a stacked team in this game. No way. So that's the way it is. And like I say, I get killed here. And the reason is because the more you wait to push them, and the reason I couldn't push them was because they were backing off on answering. The more you wait to push them, then the more the reinforcements come in from behind and shoot you in the back, and you get downed. Because in this game you can't macro, and I use the term macro because macro is doing something from behind. So yeah, whilst I'm stood still, deciding whether to push them, that's the only thing I can do. I can't be doing anything in the background. The only thing I can be doing is organising, say, where my team come from. But if you're on your own, you can't do that. So the more and more you wait, you're just waiting to get downed, really, and it is frustrating, and you will quit, and there's nothing you can do. But I'm going to show you. I'm sorry, I just got a bit of toothache now. Jeez. So Academy gets voted. Okay. And I did like to say this is Play Smarter episode. Well, what episode are we on? Hey, I can't believe I forgot to introduce it as Play Smarter. It's just a series where I give tips. This is Play Smarter 43. So again, picking the camos and what have you, and we're going to jump into it. So these are, I believe, a fully stacked team. Yes, they are. Again, I'm playing with Drewston, and we go into game chat. I'm going to try and give you all the tips I do, and me and Drewston did, to beat this team. Now, this team aren't the best, no, but like I say, you can beat average to half decent teams with playing 2 people, playing well. And if your teammates are half decent, it helps, but you can do it without decent teammates. So yeah, first thing is to notice is just go in game chat. Even if the 3 people on your other team, or however many are, don't have mics, they might be the type of person that doesn't like to talk, but they might have a headset and they might be listening. So if you're constantly calling out or spotting, then it helps. So again, main thing is just to cover all the main power weapons. That's all you can do. You send your 2 people and you stick together and you work as a little group. Drewston called out, he was right in front of me, so I landed him. And you've got to be quick and you've got to be fast. Okay, so immediately I push in with this digger to try and break their setup. He's not expecting it. I push in. You can't let a stacked team get set up. Now this isn't to say run blindly in. The only reason I pushed in was because I had a digger. And again, I thought he was a bit red, so I pushed in, and I should have backed off. But this is the thing with a stacked team. You have to take your chances. And I did mess up there, and don't do that like I did. You have to take your chances, because for one, you're not sure if they're going to get set back up and they're going to hold you off. So right there, I just saw that one guy peeled off from main group, and he chose to fight me. So I thought, I'm not going to run away. I'm going to choose to engage you, because probably as time goes on in this TDM match, there's not going to be that many more chances that I get to fight you one-on-one. So I'm just going to take it now. Again, I'm trying to support with inks, and a real key thing is even if you're not being shot at, or I mean, yeah, they're not being shot at, or should I say, you're not being shot at, if I could get my words out, is to notice where people are being shot at, it's too unclear what I've said. So let me explain it. You just look where the bullet trails are all the time. You're just looking for bullet trails, because if people aren't spotting, which you really should be, you have to spot in this game mode and constantly call out where people are. Like I say, you notice I'm spotting still. You have to call out as well as spotting. I spot and I say he's pushing through nades or yeah, and you notice he picks up nades. I say he's pushing through nades or to torpo. And you know, if people are in game chat and choosing not to talk, they can still hear you. And this guy took my kill. He got on my nerves a little bit. And again, you notice they're all kind of we're letting them take the torpo. Well, I personally am. And you notice there's not a lot of teamwork really, is there? So you can tell we're not on the most heavy-based team game. Heavy-based team. I can't get my words out. We haven't got a very competent team. Let's put it that way. But what we all are doing without realising is we're all kind of slowly just sat around Digger. Me and Drewston think, you know, there's two of us. Look at this. This is what we do. I spot him. I go wide. Get the hard aim on him. And there, me and Drewston worked as a team there, and we singled out one guy, and we took him 2v1. There will be the odd chance that you get to take somebody in a 1v1, or maybe even a 2v1 if you're lucky like that. You've got to take it. That's the only way you can do it. So again, right now we're looking across the map for the torpo. You can see him there with the Boltok. So this is the kind of situations you get in when you're not playing with a stacked team. There's just two of us, so we're doing the exact same position sat on this block, each checking each side, because that's the only way we can do it. If somebody gets a spot and we know where they are, that's great, but we're playing in a way that doesn't rely on other people. So right now he's making miss, he's firing his Lancer to make him miss, a little bit of teamwork going on there, and bada boom, we get the Digger and we get out of there. You have to work as a little pair. You know, just pretend you're playing wingman against 5 people, you'll be fine. So just stick with him. And the only time you kind of disappear from each other is when one guy's got a power weapon, or is in a better position and can hold their own. Don't split up and run into somewhere that you don't know where you're going, kind of thing, because you know, an enemy could pop out from anywhere and kill you like this. So he pops out and he gets Drewston because he didn't know where he was going really. So right now we're in a 3v5, and the reason I'm struggling to get my words out so much is because I've only just woken up, and anyone that tries to speak in the morning or try to put a coherent sentence together, it's pretty damn difficult. Well, it is for me. So right now I'm just trying to down somebody, and I'm getting into the situation that will be really tough if you're against a good solid team. And like I say, if you're playing a good solid team, you can't beat it, and there's nothing you can say or do, and there is no commentator that will make a video that, or no decent commentator that will make a video and say, you know, you can clutch a 1v5 against a good team every time. It's not going to happen. So what you can do is try and position yourself that is kind of, you're ready to push at any moment. This is how you beat a stacked team, is you're the aggressor the whole time, okay? Because if you sit back, they'll beat you with more men. So notice here I've kind of spotted a little push area. These guys were red, and I think I did end up jacking his kill. But again, that's what you've got to do. When you see 2 people in a bad position, instead of thinking, oh, I'm not sure if I'll kill him, you've just got to go for it. Because, you know, if they choose to back off, I'm talking about the Locust team, if they choose to back off, they'll just retreat to their team, and then they'll get set back up again. But you don't have a team to do that. So you literally have to push and make your chances count, really. Again, keep an eye on that kill feed. You know he's got grenades, and you know he's got Boltok, so that immediately tells me where to look and spot. So you notice there I've got the spot on him. So now in the back of my mind I'm thinking, can I take Digger or will I get Boltoked? I'm waiting it out a long time here, because it's not worth me getting Digger to get Boltoked, because then they'll have the man up, and if a decent team have the man up and they want to play the man up, they'll win. Simple as that. So again, pick up this digger because I've noticed he's not looking at me, and I've got away with it. So this whole time, obviously I haven't got game chat going, and I haven't recorded my voice, but this whole time me and Drewston are talking. You know, it's giving the other guy, even if it's coming out his TV, or he's just choosing to ignore us, or maybe he's not even in game chat, and maybe he can't hear us, but you have to do it because just on the off chance that he is listening. So right now, this is taking your chances. Okay, I notice he's there, and I hit fire it, okay, and I impale him, and I think that's a nice shot. But the only reason I blind fired it there and I didn't aim is because honestly I know where the middle of my screen is, so I can get a blind fire like that. But if I'd have aimed it, he would have rolled out the way. He would have rolled out the way, and then that would have been my opportunity gone, because I can't see myself getting another opportunity like that. So I just hip fired it, and hopefully I got him, and I did. And now we've got the man up, so now the game changes. Now even if this guy here he doesn't run in and die. Even if he did run in and die, now we're back even on lives, and we can draw it out if we want. So you've just got to take your chances. And again, Drewston calls out that he's flanked, so we both shift around. That's the idea of playing with a kind of double team. And you know, if Drewston was dead, he still could have been on ghost cam and called out where he was. You've just got to have, and this is, and notice there I impale him when he's stunned, and Drewston gets taken out with a nade. But now there's 26 seconds, so this whole 26 seconds, I'm saying don't push, don't push, don't push. Because you do not want your teammate to push. Now look at him here. I don't know if he was listening to me, but right now he sets off running and I say no, don't push. And he decides not to. So I think he was listening to me. And we get him down. And it was a fairly clean round, but you've got to take your chances. You know, if you see an opportunity, you've just got to take it, because you don't know how long it will be until they fall back and set up again, or how long it will be until you get that opportunity. So, constant communication. The last 3 games, I uploaded a King of the Hill where I almost brought it back single-handedly. Then I uploaded a 23 kill streak King of the Hill, and then you know you saw the good, the bad, and the ugly, which was loads of clips of me beasting on these French guys. And now you've got me winning a stack team. This was a period of an hour where I, for the first time, felt that I was properly on it, and I felt like I just was playing the game well. And if you get into that frame of mind, or you get into that, then this pisses me off, right? I can't push him because he's got a sword off, and I can't. Look at this. He's going to get me soon, so I know he's red, and I've called out he's red. Okay, don't do this. Don't chase the sword off. And I get one shot off on him. I go wide. This Nasher pushes me, and it's the mixture. This is what I'm talking about, the mixture, okay? Now I wasn't too pissed off because I killed one guy with me, and this is a life-based game, so we basically got even. But if you know, it's the mixture. I had to get close to kill the Nasher guy. Sorry, I had to keep my distance to get the Nasher guy, and I had to push him to get my kill. And then the sword off pushed me, and there's nothing I could do. But I went a little bit off topic there, and I forgot what I was talking about. So I'm just going to jump back into the tips style. I really forgot what I was talking about, which is disappointing. But yeah, notice here we're getting flanked, and this is a nice move I do. I purposely block his path there so he gets down the second time, because then I'm ready to receive the revive, rather than him being in a random position, and then I've got to move and revive him, because if I move and revive him, he's probably going to get killed, but if I know exactly where he's going to be, I can just stand there and mash that X button. So again, you notice I backed off there, because more importantly than getting that kill, rather than getting that kill at that exact moment in time, the more important thing was to get the boom shot, because if the stack team get a boom shot, then you know they'll win. And notice there, the reason I beat that guy in a Lancer fight was because I had an active and some bullets hit the head. I got called out who's behind me, so by Drewston, so I could easily kill him. And here the sword off. That's another thing. Is when you're playing against a stack team, you've got to be on it with the sound whoring. I use that phrase "on it" a lot because this is again a game where I felt like I was properly awake and I was playing well. One of the first games in a while that I felt like I played well. So things to know is obviously to keep communicating the whole game, even if it's a person that you don't know. Ask them just to call out or communicate. And again, I was checking you were a stack team there. Don't do that. Yeah, ask if if anyone is communicating, or just communicate anyway. Communicate the whole game, no matter how dumb you think it is. If you say there's a guy at pistol, even if he's not doing anything, just call him out because it might help somebody. You know, play with 2 people if you can, but it's not unnecessary. Another thing is to know if it is a decent stack team, you won't win. Simple as that. You can't beat a decent stack team. Take your opportunities, such as blind firing the digger. Take your opportunities, and you know, if you see an easy kill, but the power weapon's up, go for that boom shot, because the boom shot's more important. Because if they get the boom shot, they'll control the game. Again, if you can break a setup with a power weapon, go for it, because you don't want to let them get set up. And hopefully that helps you with the beating a stacked team. But like I say, you can't beat a really good stacked team because the game doesn't allow that. With stopping power, if you took stopping power out, it might be a different game, but at the moment you can't do that. So my voice has gone red raw. My voice has gone red raw, and I'm going to end the commentary as I managed to get through it. Hopefully you enjoyed that episode 43, and hopefully I will continue to provide some tips. If there's a topic you want covering, drop it in the comments.